Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Today is day 401. It's actually day 401. Just wanted a feather. Day 401 of the Daily Scare Share. Doing one thing a day that scares me, stretches my comfort zone, and actually got me and gets me continuously out of the rut that I found myself living in last year. Last year, my daughter found this little journal book on my bookshelf and she said, "Hey Mom, cool book." And I took a look at it, and I actually spent a couple of days taking a look at it before I decided that what I was going to do about it, and that I was going to actually commit to myself to doing the book every day, meaning looking at the page, picking a page, and I decided I would go through the book in order, so I'd made sure I didn't miss any pages. And I would just every single day do whatever it said to stretch my comfort zone a little bit, to do one thing that kind of propelled me in the direction I wanted my life to go, because I wanted my life to go that way for a long time, but I wasn't necessarily getting the results that I wanted. So I decided I will do it every single day. Well, I finished the book early this year, actually, and I realized that I hadn't started at the beginning of the book. I'd started about 30 or so pages in because I had honestly started and stopped the book like 6 or 7 times. I think 7 times at least in the first 30 pages of the book, and never gotten through it. And part of what made me commit to myself to doing it was that I looked at it and I had started it and stopped it like 7 times. And to me, that's not okay, because that means 7 times I kind of half tried something, put my toe in the water, and then as soon as it got hard or life got in the way or something happened, I stopped doing it. And so this time I decided no matter what comes up, and it's been a very tumultuous year, the last year, no matter what comes up, I decided I was going to do this. It was going to be one thing every day to help me move in the direction that I wanted to make my life move. So today is actually day 401. And on today we've got an activity day. And I wrote, I think it says, "Dare to do art now." Because what it was a blank line page. And it's interesting, when I did this page last time, it was out of order. And maybe I decided once that it said you can hop around and do whatever activity you want in the book. And I might have just randomly opened the book and done this page. But I did it on March 20th of 2000, March 20th or March 2nd? I thought it was March 2nd, but it's March 20th of 2015. So it would have been right after my 55th birthday that I did this. And the challenge says, it's a blank page, and it says, "Dare to create art today. Draw, scribble, or doodle something right here, right now." Well, instead of doodling something, since I wasn't obviously feeling doodly or artsy back then, I wrote words. And words to me are art or doodles or something of that. And I want to share what I wrote because it's so true still for me today. So that indicates to me that it's tapped into my core values. We don't always realize or write down or acknowledge our core values, but we pretty much have them running through our life. So, and they're not permanent. We can always change our values. It's just really, really difficult if it's a core value to us. If it's something kind of inherent in our being, those are really, really challenging things to change. But here's what I wrote back then. I wrote, "In tough times, mentally, physically, spiritually, etc., focus on what you can do, like right now. Only compare you to you. Think of things you are grateful for. Breathe, meditate, get out of your own mind, head, body, etc., and just be present in the moment." And then I wrote nature and light, and then I put hard times, but worth it, meaning we all have hard times. We all go through hard times, but our life is worth it. Creating the life that we want is so, so worth it. And then today I wrote, and I didn't draw right now because I'm hanging out with somebody cool today. And one of the activities that we'll do is we will do some art and create a project, and we'll draw and doodle, and we'll create something fun. And I'd rather do this together than on my own. I can do it on my own. I doodle all the time on my own. I'm always writing and filling notebooks. So it's not like that's a challenge for me. So that's what I plan to do today with respect to dare to create art, dare to draw. And I don't know, maybe we'll do a craft project, something fun. I'll find an abstract conglomeration of things and items, and we'll create a really cool, fun art project. It's one of my secret joys is creating different things. Like I'm sitting, and right behind me is a a weaving. It's a weaving frame where you hand, thread, and weave. And I learned how to do it in high school. And still, one of my most relaxing, joyful activities is to work on that weaving. Now, my vision's bad, like really, really bad, like close to non-existent. So it's a real challenge for me and outside my comfort zone to work on the weaving now. But it's part of why, and I'm moving, so that's part of why it's in a wrapped up package behind me, like covered by a cardboard box in Eeyore. My daughter was teasing me the other day about that. I'm like, well, it has to go somewhere where the cats won't get it. So what kind of dribble or doodle or thing can you do today? And then I challenge you, after you've done it, to just take a minute and look at what you've doodled, look at what you've drawn, and ask yourself, why did I draw this particular thing? Why did I doodle this? What does it mean to me? Because in that lies usually a secret or a message that only you will understand, but that will be very powerful for you. So that's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. We're almost done. We're almost done with the book. Only a few more days. So I want to make sure we do the whole thing because I have committed to myself to finish it this time. And then we'll talk about what's next. All right, go out, make it an awesome day. Don't be scared. Bye. You got this.